What's up, everybody? First stop of the day is this 2010 Cadillac SRX, and I want you to see here that we do not have a check engine light on. That's the first thing I noticed. The battery is stone cold dead in this thing, so I couldn't get it started. I don't know what we got here. We got a camshaft sensor, maybe a crank sensor, I don't know. This is a 2.8 turbo, high class here. So the customer showed me right off the bat that they had this wire for the computer that was being grounded. And I'll show you what I see right off the rip here. If you just go to the case of the computer with the U-scope, you can see we've got voltage. This is 5 volts per division. We got like a little over 10 or 12 volts on the case of the computer. I don't know the wiring diagram on this offhand, but I'll tell you, usually the black and white wires, the black with the white tracers are the grounds, and you can see here we do have high voltage there. If I take this and ground this out, you can hear everything click and that voltage goes down. However, we may not be properly grounding this this way. I think we got to double check where these grounds are. Is the first thing I'm going to do. When I do try and crank it with this grounded, we get like a click, like a starter is not getting enough voltage or maybe a bad ground. Okay, the first thing I want to do is find out where that ground is. We can check probably any of the diagrams here. This is Identifix we're using. We're just going to look for our powertrain management or powertrain controls, engine controls, something like that, like this. And let's take a look at diagram 1. Hopefully this has the powers and grounds to it. Usually diagram 1 does, but you never know. It's getting cold outside, guys. I got my hat and coat on today. All right, I'm not seeing it here. Let's see here. This is where all data is a little bit nicer. Okay, so it's not there. Let's just scroll through here. Maybe I should go to all data. ECM battery, fuel pump, G111. Let's just take a look here. This might be the diagram. Okay, so I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not liking this diagram I have here, but this might work. Okay, never mind. So you see black and white right next to each other. Pin 1, 2, pins 1 and 2 are black and white. Pin 3 is pink and black. So I'm pretty sure we can deduce that this is all going to G111, right front cylinder head. So I want to get a location picture of that. Let's go ahead and we're going to get the home button. And we can go to our component locations. We can even try typing in G111. Ground. And I'm looking for the component locations. And I don't know if this is an LEU or a, which one this is. That doesn't look like it's a turbo. Maybe it is, it isn't. But I think this is the wrong one. LF1. G111 is there on number 1, and this is the left head, so it's probably not it. Let's take a look at the LAU. And that would be the right head. It's towards the back of it. So let's go take a look and see what we can see. And just as I thought, there's not a lot to see here. This thing is just a bit of a mess, this car. Fresh from the auction, and they put an engine in it too. Okay, you guys may not be able to see it, and I'm going to try and see if I can maybe bend the shield out of the way or something. Maybe a little bit. This ground is right down there. Let me see if I can go up and zoom in. Maybe I have to get a flashlight for you. It is right down there. Believe it or not, wiggling that ground down there, it feels okay. It doesn't feel bad. And you can see we have that high voltage on that on our scope. Our voltage is high with the key on, back probing that ground. I want to try and get down to that ground, or we can even try and go to directly to the block here. Sometimes you can see stuff just like this. Oh, look at this. We've got voltage on our block. I wish I would have checked that first. I thought I did. I just didn't have a good connection actually. But let me just show you. I'm just going right to the engine block. Let me lift up this computer so it's not shorting out, so we're not picking up voltage over there. I'm going right to the engine, and you can see we have high voltage on the engine. So I'm going to try running a ground. They got a big ground loose, that's for sure. If the block's not grounded, we got to take a look at more grounds. All right, guys, it's starting to rain and get nasty, so I went and got some jumper cables. We're just going to go like this. Listen up. That fixes everything up, doesn't it? All right, let's go ahead and see if we got a runner now. Check engine lights back on. Let me turn this off. Let's give it a whirl. And we've got ourselves a runner. What's going on, everybody? Brian Mann here, Hands On Auto Training. End of day, October 26, 2021. As you see, the first job of the day was just a bad ground. Guys, I'm telling you, when I first tested that, I actually had my little U-scope, and I actually probed from the battery negative to the block, and I didn't see anything. It's because I had a bad connection. I didn't actually push down hard enough. I might have been probably about 5 minutes ahead of schedule on that one from what I ended up getting the job done. That's okay, though. The end result was okay. We figured it out. Guys, as you've seen, I didn't even have my scan tool on that. I'm not telling you that that's the right way to do it. I'm just saying that it was starting to pour rain outside. It was misting on and off, and cold and chilly and windy. And I just knew right away without that check engine light, we had a major issue. So that's kind of what I went on. Also, that wire that they had run, who knows why that was there? I mean, that's not enough wire to handle, or should I say that wire diameter, that gauge of wire is not enough to handle the current from the starter. That's why I would click. So on to the next job. We had a transmission control module in a 2011 GMC Sierra. This job went pretty well. Besides the fact that GM did not have the files available for it. I had to call GM and have them add the files to the vehicle. I don't know why that was like that. Who knows? Guys, just so you know, I'm working on a lot of content for the membership site. Lots of good things going to be coming. Be sure to check that out. If you get signed up for the premium or core memberships, you'll be entered in to win that U-scope. That next U-scope drawing will be Friday, November 5th. So that's coming up. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. So go ahead and check that out. Next up, we had a transmission solenoid ID strategy to be programmed into a 2008 Lincoln. This is just like a Ford Edge type of vehicle, but it was a straightforward job. No problem there. The only problem was I had to update my Ford IDS. I was running the older version, and I've been a stickler for this. I kind of run whatever works until they stop letting me use it, or unless I run into an issue, then I'll upgrade. So today I had to upgrade to Ford IDS. I think it's 123.05 is the latest. I went ahead and did that. So I'm all up to date now, but that just took a large chunk of time out of my day. Next up, we had this 2011 Ford Fiesta. This vehicle is giving me fits. Guys, if you're doing any of these Ford transmission control modules for the dual clutch setup, let me know what's going on if you guys are having problems, but I've been having nothing but issues. And there's a couple shops that I've been doing these for years now, used ones for years, and never had any problems. All of a sudden, all the used ones we get vehicles that either don't start or they start and run, but you can't shift it into drive or reverse. You know, the BTSI is not working. And I think there's a variance in some of the part numbers, or even some of the same part numbers that had different calibrations for different vehicles, and Ford IDS is not overriding them. Even if you do as-built data NPMI, I'm not able to figure out what I'm missing here, and I'm spending quite a bit of time on these. So it's starting to be a losing job, something I used to make good money at doing. Now it's kind of being a drag, but we'll figure that out and keep on working towards getting it done. I hope everybody's doing good. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, be sure to let me know. Guys, I want to let you know I'm really working hard on that content, and I think you've heard others say it, and I'll say it too. If you really want to know something, start teaching it. So I'm working on this transistor course, just some very, very basics about it. And man, I'm really having a good time trying to find good ways to have analogies to explain stuff, and working on some basic breadboard demonstrations. I got some stuff all over here I have to show you, but we'll be seeing some of that real soon. You guys take it easy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.